Oh shit! Now we see why Law was scared of Virgo. Virgo don't play no fucking games. He about that life, man, for real. When he found out what he found out, he didn't take no. He didn't hesitate. Didn't do nothing. Just went right in. Did what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. Anyway, the Marines are waiting on that island. That girl, what's her name? Suru or whatever her name is. The old lady that got the wash machine, devil fruit or whatever it's called, the hang up the dry shit or whatever. But she turns people into laundry, the laundry, know me or whatever. She's there, and I like how they did this. Like, she looks old, but she doesn't look as old as she was, but she looks less frail. Like, it looks like this is an accurate depiction, you know, for that time. She doesn't look the same age, but at the same time, she's still old. Anyway, where we left off was Corazon got surrounded by these motherfucking barrel pirates, and they was gonna kill his ass. Then when we cut back to it, he killed all of them. He killed all of them, right? He gets back to Law. He says, "Eat this shit, and you can cure yourself." So that's how it's gonna happen. Because he forces it down his throat because Law didn't like the taste of it. They already established that devil fruits taste like shit. You know, like dog shit or something, like white dog shit. Like, feel like you got a belly full of white dog shit. So he forces it down his throat, right? Now, we find out this dude already shot the hell up. And I've seen that as soon as he dropped, I said, "Uh-oh, he didn't make it out unscathed." So that was good. So it didn't seem like, you know, because they didn't show him to be as powerful as you think he would. I mean, as like Doflamingo would be. Like, if Doflamingo was in that situation, he would have came out without a scratch. But they never showed Corazon to be that powerful. I mean, he was able to be stabbed by Law when he was like 3 years old or whatever it was. So of course Corazon ain't as strong as Doflamingo. So him coming out, you know, beat up, that actually made sense and, you know, helped out with the story. But everybody kept thinking Corazon was gonna fix him and yada yada this and yada yada that. Turns out Law's gonna do it, and what's weird about it is I can understand it. But they said that in the chapter, the guy says, once I eat it, it's gonna cure me. He's like, nah, you gotta do a couple things, but you can cure yourself. That took away from, well, it didn't take away, but it just was like, if Corazon would have been the one that healed him, it would have really solidified their relationship. Like, damn, this dude saved my life on a couple of occasions and healed me permanently. You know what I'm saying? That's why people was wondering that. But at the same time, he still kind of got that because he's the one who came up with the idea, who implemented the plan in order to save him and whatnot. I wonder how they used the devil fruit in order to save themselves. You understand? Like, how do you know exactly what to do, what to cut out, and whatnot? That's why they say a doctor, and you need to be a doctor. But Law, he's only, you know, what, 8 years old or some shit like that? Come on now. I guess he was pretty good for that age, and he's able to save himself. At this current time, he's not saving himself, but he will be very shortly. Anyway, Corazon, he says, take this little note to somebody. It's like a little tube with a lock on it. He said, take this, give it to somebody, to a Marine. They'll know what to do with it. He said, this got everything about Doflamingo in it. When they find out about it, they'll be stopped all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He says that it had something to do with the Dressrosa Kingdom. And we already know in the future, Doflamingo fucked everybody in the Dressrosa island. So obviously we know the plan didn't work. Anyway, Law sees a Marine. He says, here, take this. Gives it to him. Turns out this motherfucker's Virgo. He said, thank you. He said, motherfucker was like, thank you. I'll take care of it. He said, what's going on? And he says, yo, I need some help. I got somebody that's dying over here. Help me out, right? So he brings him over there, right? Pretending to be a Marine. And he sees him, and he's like, Corazon. And Corazon looks up. He's like, Virgo. And Virgo's like, what the fuck you doing here? And he said, what you doing in the snow all bleeding and shit? You know, dying and everything. And then he looked, and then he thought about it. He said, wait, hold on. How are you talking? Weren't you mute? And that's a big deal. Why? Because if he was talking now and he's been mute before, that means he's been hiding something from them. He's been hiding the fact that he's been able to talk. And that must mean he's been hiding other things too. Shit. Virgo don't play no fucking game. And he got a muffin top. I mean, not a muffin top, like a muffin do, whatever the hell thing is. It looks like it's a damn hat. Motherfucker look weird as hell. I like his new design. But anyway, what you call him? Corazon already said that Virgo was one of the strongest ones. They said he could butt fuck an elephant in a minute. So if he goes against Corazon, you already know who's gonna win. Even if Corazon at full strength, what you call him with Virgo would rape stomp him, right? And he's like, what the fuck is going on? That's what Virgo's thinking. Like, what the fuck is going on? And he already knows the plans and shit like that, you know, Doflamingo's plans and whatnot. So he's added stuff up together. Then he said, you know what? What's this fucking tube you gave this boy, right? He breaks it open. He starts reading. And he said, okay. Turns out this motherfucker's Al Sharpton. Like, Corazon is Al Sharpton. He's a fucking rat. You know, that's what it is. He's a snitch. And he looks in there. He's like, man, he looks and says, this got all kinds of fucking information on it. He said, yeah, we got to kill you right now. You got to die right now, boy. He said, you spend the night in the pussy hole, boy. And he kicks him right in his fucking head and starts stomping the shit out this man. It's like a hood fight. He stomps the shit out this boy. You know, like when if you're in a fight, if you ever been in a fight, a hood brawl, and you fall, and you know the motherfucker about to kick the shit out of you. That's what happened to Corazon right now. Like, you all wide-eyed and shit. That's exactly what's going on with him. What you call him? Law jumps in to try to help. He force chokes the shit out of Law, man, and just tosses him. Bow. Tosses the shit out of him. Then he goes full body armament hockey, takes his shirt off, and just starts beating the shit out of Corazon. I mean, he punched him in his shirt. I mean, his stomach so damn hard. I thought he shitted on his damn self. Anyway, he damn near killed Law and Virgo. So, you know, he ain't got no problem with hurting kids. This motherfucker Virgo is just vicious. And he calls Doflamingo. He said, yo, guess what? Your brother's a fucking rat. And he's like, what's going on? He said, this motherfucker's been giving, this is a spy from Marines, been giving them information for, you know, this whole time, been trying to undermine you, right? And Doflamingo's like, I'm on my fucking way. And he's like, where are you at? He said, we're off the coast of one of them islands. The island that he's supposed to meet up on, he said, we're not there. We've been watching from a far enough distance, right? So you know what that meant? Doflamingo already knew it. I mean, they said it before, but he didn't want to believe it. So when he told Corazon the information, he already prepared it. He said, I don't want to believe it, but I'm prepared just in case. So he didn't go to the meeting place, which he was supposed to, just in case Corazon wasn't a snitch and he wasn't out Sharpton and the fucking Marines would show up. And turns out he was out Sharpton. So he's watching the damn Marines from afar the whole time, just watching. He said, okay, Virgo pretty much verified the shit. Virgo's like his right-hand man. Virgo don't play. Virgo's a beast. Anyway, they get to the island, one of these islands. I can't remember which island they get off on. They probably get off island or whatever. But anyway, they're on the same island Corazon is on, right? He said, I'm on my fucking way. He's got the fruit. Let's go get this, you know, this dude. They don't know that Law already ate it. So Virgo's like, okay, I'm gonna be waiting for you, whatever. Turns around, this boy's gone. Corazon already left. And I know what y'all saying. Well, how could he get out of Virgo's sight? Don't take nothing but a second, because remember, Corazon got the silent know me. So even though if it's just a split second, he can get out without the dude hearing nothing. He can just make all the noise he wants and you can't hear it. So the only thing he got to do is make sure he just can't see him. Even if he just blink, get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? And he took Law with him too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he took Law with him. And he tells Doflamingo, he said, yo, this boy ran. And this part had me laughing. He said, ran. He said, no, the fuck he didn't. He said, he ain't run for shit. And he pulls out the bird cage off top. He said, this boy ain't ran no fucking where. We got him. You know, he makes a bird cage. And anyway, Corazon says, okay, he pulls out the big guns. He said, I can help you escape, right? but this parasitic strings mixed in with the bird cage, like like it was before. These strings, it's like the third. Third. It's like the one-eyed monster. Some of the strings are hanging from the I don't know, from the bird cage, and they go up in your asshole and they start controlling your body. It turns you to a marionette, like an astronet or something like that. And then they can control you. And then he says, you know what? I'm gonna get Law out of this. So Corazon knows a way to get out of bird cage, meaning there's a way to get out of that. He said, but he might kill himself in the process. So Doflamingo, when he said that he killed his brother, he might not necessarily have killed him up close and personal, but him using the bird cage and Corazon dying at the hand of the bird cage, that really is Doflamingo killing him, but not directly, but still the same thing. He caused his death. His action had direct. He was going to kill him anyway, but his actions had a direct effect in killing him. I'm just saying, like, he was up close and he didn't do it with his bare hands. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, Corazon says, man, he said, as long as you survive, I'm gonna be happy. He said, I'm gonna die with a smile on my face. So anyway, but the good thing, one good thing about that is we figure out that there is a way to escape the bird cage. So when we cut back to the future and we start finally getting, normal chapters again, because even though these flashbacks are actually good, I'm gonna give this flashback either 4 or 4.5. Let me see. Let me go to the head. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5. You know what I'm saying? Reveals some information, so that's going to actually play. It's almost like it's almost like foreshadowing, but it's at the same time it's not, because it's in the past. You see what I'm saying? It's like pre-shadowing. I guess that's what you're gonna call it. They got that in it, so we know that Luffy and Law, whatever, they can escape the bird cage. They figure out a way to do it. I don't know how that is. He said that he'll die in the process, so I'm guessing he can jump through it and have Law tucked underneath, and maybe to cut him but won't cut Law or something like that. Maybe he has a certain, I don't know, but I know that he's gonna die doing it. So somehow they're going through the bird cage. Also, Law, we already know Law was working for Doflamingo at a certain point in time, so that's not going to work. Obviously, Law either he won't make it, or Law is going to get captured anyway. And we know why he keeps Law alive, because he needs him to use that technique on him in order for him to gain immortality. So Doflamingo can't kill Law. He can and try to find the fruit again, but why? Because what's going to happen if you find the fruit again, you're not going to give it. He said, fuck Corazon. He said, Don Quixote family is my real family. So you see how Doflamingo act? That's kind of important to the story. Like he's like blood relationship. I like that, but at the end all be all is loyalty. That's how he looks at it. Loyalty. If you're loyal to me, that I'm loyal to you. They said it before. So Doflamingo, even though he's a sociopath, if you're part of his family, you show loyalty and you with him and you ready to ride, even like Virgo and them, he'll look out for you. You know what I'm saying? He'll take good care of you for the most part. But at the end of the day, you see what happened with Virgo and Monet. But they was happy to go out for Doflamingo. So Doflamingo's a little bit different to his family than we see everybody else. Like he looks crazy and be ready to kill people at any drop of, at the drop of a hat. But his family, he take good care of them. So hey, that's what it is. Probably getting kicked out of the Tenryubitos probably had that effect on him. Like these people are like the Tenryubitos, they're their blood relatives. So they're all relatives. And that's the group he's from, but they kicked him out. They wouldn't let him in once they said we made a mistake and whatnot. Even though this guy's got conqueror's haki and whatnot, which makes him special even amongst the Tenryubitos, they wouldn't let him in. So he's like, okay. He probably started realizing right then, it's not about that. It's about who's going to hold it down, who's got my back. So I like that development they got for Doflamingo. But yeah, like I said, 4.5, good flashbacks. I'm hoping we get back into the current you know, time at some point in time, because, you know, even though these flashbacks have been good and we have been getting good information for it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, let's get back to the, you know, the thicker things that, you know, currently. But it shouldn't be too much longer, because this thing's almost over. I mean, what you call Corazon's almost dead. And that's what the main thing about this these flashbacks are, was Corazon and Law's past, but also their relationship between each other. So, which is the main thing, the relationship between each other. So when Corazon's gone, what else are they gonna show? Just a little bit about what happened with Law, probably. That'd be it. So I think I'm making a prediction that we only gonna have maybe 2 more flashbacks, and then we can get back to, you know, what we been doing. Luffy would Molly Wop mean. Luffy's not real, so no. not even close. He ain't even real. Okay, but go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broken. You got the power to change that.